Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Stephanie Bree. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm dehydrated, so I'm going to have a sip of Gatorade. And I'm going to get into my top 25 salty snacks. Alright, let's just jump in. Number 25 is Ritz crackers, specifically, club crackers. So they don't necessarily have to be literally Ritz crackers. The Keebler club crackers are just as good, but I like Ritz crackers. These are a good snack. This is number 25 because these are not my go-to snack, but if I have access to them and I don't have access to any other salty snack, I'll eat them. Here comes my cat again. Number 24 is Cheese Nips. I like cheese. I like crackers. And Cheese Nips are a really tasty cracker. I like to take a cheese nip, take a can of canned cheese, cheese, processed cheese squirt, cheese sauce, squirt it on a cheese nip, dip it in nacho cheese, and shove it in my mouth. That's a lot of cheese. Number 23 is popcorn. Now, popcorn comes in a couple, 2 or 3 different varieties for me. I do like the holiday tin of popcorn you get. I like the buttery popcorn, the plain butter popcorn, regular, basic movie theater butter popcorn. I also do like the cheddar popcorn, and I like the caramel popcorn. But when I microwave popcorn or cook it on the stove or in an air popper, when I have access to that method, I like to pop the popcorn, put it in a bowl, a microwave safe bowl. This is important. I like to take a tablespoon of butter, put it on a saucer or in a bowl, stick that in the microwave for 30 seconds, take it out, pour it over the bowl of popcorn, take 2 handfuls, that's not an accurate measurement, but 2 handfuls of shredded cheddar cheese, sprinkle it on top, mix it all up, stick the whole bowl in the microwave, cook it for about 25 seconds, take it out, take a shaker of the butter seasoning that you get from Walmart, sprinkle it over everything, salt over everything, shake it up, and shove it in my mouth. That's how I prefer to consume popcorn. Now, there are 3 home methods of cooking popcorn, and I'm going to go down the list, but I just want to talk about this real quick. Method 1, microwavable. Take a bag, stick it in the microwave, hit the popcorn button, it pops, you open it up, enjoy. Method 2, you take a handful, I would say half a cup, maybe a quarter cup. Let's say a quarter a cup, 1/4 cup of popcorn seeds. You take a pot, stick it on the stove, crank the heat up to medium high, not boiling, but medium high. Pour a little vegetable oil in there, about this much, a layer of about this much. Pour the seeds on top. Sprinkle some salt in there. Take a scoop of butter. This is the big spoon. I don't remember which one's tablespoon and teaspoon, but the big spoon, the soup spoon, not the little itty bitty cereal spoon, I'll say. Take a scoop of butter, drop it in there, stir it up, put the lid on, let it pop, and then melt more butter on top. Sprinkle shit ton of salt and enjoy. The third method is you take air popper and you use the measuring instrument that comes with the air popper, and you fill it with that many seeds and you let it pop. Plain as day. My preferred method is the stovetop method because, oh my god, that's delicious. Number 22 on my salty snacks is Chex Mix. I like the plain or regular Chex Mix. I don't like any of the seasoned ones. Excuse me. On that end, number 21 is Gardettos. Now, Gardettos are basically Chex Mix without the Chex. More or less. Number 20 is Flaming Hot Cheetos. The crunchy Cheetos. Flaming Hot Crunchy Cheetos. So the standard, original, classic Flaming Hot Cheetos. This one is one I can't eat too often for two reasons. I can't eat it too often because, one, I smoke. And so my lips are burned. They're burned off. There's no skin on my lips. They're burned off. And so it burns when I eat hot Cheetos. It literally physically hurts my lips. And two, I have a medical condition, which I won't identify, that makes spicy foods a no-no. So I can only eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos when I'm willing to risk a trip to the emergency room, which isn't very often. Number 19 is Lay's All Dressed. Now, I put this one at 19 even though it should be higher because I like it better than other Lay's chips. It's one of my favorite flavors. I believe it's a Ruffles, actually, not a Lay's. Well, they're all Lay's, but Ruffles. But All Dressed is a flavor you can only get in Canada. So only time I get to have All Dressed is when my girlfriend sends it to me from Canada. Usually around either my birthday, Valentine's Day, or Yuletide, or some other special occasion. Number 18 is Lay's Ketchup Chips. Same thing. It's another one that my girlfriend has to send me because it's prevalent in Canada and non-existent in the part of the U.S. where I live. Number 17 is Lay's Potato Chips. The regular classic Lay's potato chips. Now, caveat or expounding. Lay's, the regular classic Lay's, is the only potato chip I like to put on a sandwich. I will put it on, there are 3 sandwiches I will put Lay's potato chips on. One is a tuna salad sandwich or a tuna fish sandwich. I'll just say tuna sandwich for short. Number 2 is a bologna sandwich. And number 3 is a salami sandwich. No other sandwich either deserves or requires Lay's potato chips added. But I like to put Lay's potato chips on those sandwiches. Number 16 is Cheetos Puffs. Expanding on that, this also includes cheese balls, but I like the puffs. I like the puffy cheese. Oh, they're so delicious. I do not eat Cheetos Puffs that often, partially because they're so fucking messy, and also because, you see my teeth? They're not great. It gets stuck in my teeth, much like popcorn does, which is why popcorn's not higher on this list. I like to take a bag of Cheetos Puffs from wherever I get them and a can of melted or liquid cheese dip. So nacho cheese or cheese sauce, mild cheddar, whatever. Just a can of cheese dip and dip my Cheetos Puffs in the cheese dip and eat them that way. I like to dip a lot of things. Number 15 is pretzels. Now, this is the small, crunchy, hard, salty pretzels. The beer pretzels. The ones you get a handful of at the bar, shove in your mouth, and then desperately need 3 beers right away. Yeah, those pretzels. Now, pretzels I like to dip. Well, I don't like to dip them per se, but I like to take a pretzel, take a mustard, pour mustard on top of the pretzel, and eat it that way. I do not like soft pretzels. I can occasionally eat pretzel sticks, but they're not my favorite. Number 14, peanuts. Now, this is just regular roasted salted peanuts. I can get them like in the holiday package. You get, in the shell, or get one of those little, like a can of Planters or whatever. Just peanuts. I love peanuts. I can eat peanuts all day long. Number 13, cashews. Oh my god, I love cashews. Cashews are like the fancy peanuts, the extra tasty peanuts, which I enjoy more than peanuts, but don't eat as much as peanuts because they're expensive, whereas peanuts are dirt fucking cheap. Number 12 is pistachios. I like pistachios in the shell. I don't buy shellless pistachios. I like to open the shell and stick the pistachio in my mouth. I do like the salt and pepper pistachios. That's my preferred method of eating pistachios. Number 11 is Cool Ranch corn nuts. Specifically, Cool Ranch corn nuts. These are so fucking good. I lived a good chunk of my childhood in Nebraska. And when you live in Nebraska, you discover that there are countless, I'll just say, ways to fix, prepare, and eat corn. So corn nuts is one of those leftovers of my early childhood living in Nebraska, being obsessed with corn, because fucking corn is everywhere in Nebraska. But I like the Cool Ranch corn nuts because they taste the best. Number 10 is chili cheese Frito corn chips. This is also, okay. I believe they're just chili Frito corn chips, chili cheese corn chips. Anyways, I like to take these and either dip them in the aforementioned cheese dip or hot bean dip. One or the other. Number 9 is Wavy Lay's, not Ruffles, Wavy Lay's barbecue. Specifically Wavy Lay's barbecue. Not Ruffles, not off brands, no knockoffs, no store brands. And that's the only barbecue chip I like. I'm not, by and large, a fan of barbecue. But that specific barbecue I do like. And yes, I'm a fat girl. I do like to dip it in honey barbecue sauce. Honey barbecue sauce. Number 8, Wavy Lay's cheddar and sour cream. I said Wavy Lay's on here, but this one might actually be a Ruffles, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll say Wavy Lay's or Ruffles, whichever one it is. Cheddar and sour cream. Number 7, spicy nacho Doritos. I don't like nacho Doritos. I don't like plain Doritos that much. Well, I shouldn't say that. But I like spicy nacho Doritos. They're so good. I do dip my spicy nacho Doritos in spicy nacho dip. Number 6 is Cool Ranch Doritos. These ones I'll either eat plain or dip in French onion or ranch dip. They're Cool Ranch. But I like to dip them in French onion. Oh, it's so good. Number 5 would be higher on the list except for 2 reasons. One, they're not as easy to find as some of these other chips. And 2, like I said, they're spicy. So I can't really eat them as much as I used to. These are Takis. Specifically, these are the Fuego Takis with lime flavor. I love Takis. Number 4 is, and I fucked up earlier, but number 4 is nacho cheese Doritos. Now, nacho cheese Doritos, I can and often do eat plain, but I also enjoy dipping them in cheese sauce. However, I also like to use nacho cheese Doritos as the base for nachos when I'm making nachos. So, a layer of nacho cheese Doritos, ground beef, cooked with diced onions, cheese sauce, jalapenos, fresh onions, not cooked, fresh onions on top, and black olives sprinkled over it all. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Number 3 is the crunchy Cheetos. Your plain Jane, regular, old, ordinary, everyday Cheetos. Oh my god, I love Cheetos. I am literally craving Cheetos right now. If I had money in my bank account after this video, I would run to the gas station and get a bag of Cheetos. I don't think I have any money, so oops. Which, by the way, by the time this video comes out, which it will not be uploaded today, I'll probably be craving something else. Number 2 is Fritos corn chips. This is the regular corn chips. I know, I listed all these flavored, spicy, barbecue, blah, blah, blah chips, and here I am at the top, one of the plainest flavors. Now, I like Fritos corn chips by themselves, occasionally, but I prefer to dip them in hot bean dip. But I like to do what the Texans call Frito pie. Take a bowl, fill it with Fritos corn chips, and then pour a can of spicy hot chili on top. Onions optional, jalapenos optional, peppers optional, always black olives optional. But yeah, I like to do that. Frito pie. And then shredded cheese on top of it all. Oh, so fucking good. Number 1, best salty snack of all time. This is my number 1. This is my go-to salty snack. This is the one that when I go to the gas station, I look for. And if they don't have it, or for whatever reason I decide maybe I'm not in the mood, I'll get any of these others. But it's Funyuns. Just regular yellow Funyuns. The fucking Funyuns are just God's gift to humanity. God, I eat Funyuns all day long. Now, Funyuns, I can dip Funyuns. I can dip them in bean dip, which again, hot bean dip, never mild or plain. I can dip them in Cool Ranch dressing. I can dip them in cheesy dressing, cheese dip, so like nacho cheese or the cheddar cheese or whatever, the can of cheese dip. I can dip them in French onion dip. I can dip them in barbecue sauce. I can pour mustard on them and eat them like pretzels. I can dip them in ketchup. Yes, I can dip Funyuns in ketchup. So good. Try it. Hey, try it. You've never tried it. I know you haven't. I can put Funyuns in place of previously mentioned Lay's potato chips on the same sandwiches that I would put Lay's potato chips on. I can put Funyuns on those sandwiches instead of Lay's potato chips. Yeah. I can also eat Funyuns on a cheeseburger. I have done that before. I think one of the fast food restaurants used to serve a cheeseburger with Funyuns on it, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I could be remembering wrong. And of course, I can just eat Funyuns plain all day long. I love Funyuns. There you go. That's my list. Stay cool. And also, get fat.